Hello, Lovia Race Nation. It's Maurice, your favorite loan officer. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. It's the weekend, right? So you should be having a great Friday. As always, wearing red to remember everyone deployed. So a little shout out to all those veterans, all those active service men and women. We're out here trying to get you your loans. I've got a few of you that I'm working on right now, so we're taking care of you right here. So today we're going to talk about home loans, VA home loans with no down payment. Okay, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Honestly, I've heard a lot of different ideas about what is really expected, what you have to pay, what you don't have to pay, and so forth. So let's hopefully clear that up today. Okay, so when you buy a house, let's just say we got a house for $150,000, right? That's the purchase price. All right. And you've talked to your loan officer. You've been pre-approved, of course, for that same $150,000. And let's say you're moving along. Everything, you got the house under contract. The appraised value also comes in at the 150. Okay, so the appraisal also 150. That means that the max loan amount we can do is 150 because the VA says we can go up to 100% loan to value. So whatever's less, the value of the purchase price, that's the max loan amount we can do. So $150,000 in this example. So when we talk about a down payment, that's towards the principal. Okay, that's towards the amount, the balance, or the loan amount. So therefore, if we say no down payment, nothing for that $150,000 is required. Okay, so you're saying, well, what else is there to talk about? Well, here's where the confusion lies. There still may be closing costs. Okay. I know this has been covered before, but just quickly, there's title costs, there's the prepaids and escrows, appraisal fee, pest inspection, county recording fees. So these are just a few other fees that are included with any loan transaction. Okay, but these go above the $150,000 because you're buying the house for $150,000. All those costs are on top of that. So really, you could be talking about $150,000 plus another $4 or $5, $6 grand. It varies, of course, but what I'm trying to get at is these closing costs, they're not covered by your loan because the VA says the max loan amount is determined by the value. Okay, so who covers this? Well, it's very important that you know this up front so you can use this as you're negotiating for the right price. But if you don't get the seller to cover it, though, you are responsible for that. And so the down payment requirement that for other loans, yes, it's not required for a VA loan. So the VA will allow us, the lender, to do a $150,000 loan in this example. But these closing costs, that's another matter. So I just want to use another example to sort of maybe differentiate. Okay, FHA, another great loan program. FHA requires a 3.5% down payment. So 3.5% of this. Okay, so then the max loan amount I don't have my calculator, okay, but 3.5, so it's going to end up being 96.5% of the value. So whatever 96.5% is of 150,000, okay, so 5250 in this example. So for an FHA loan, okay, you would have to bring in $52.50 to cover the down payment requirement plus the closing costs. So do you see why a VA loan is so amazing and incredible? Is yes, unfortunately, you may have to cover closing costs, but you don't have that down payment requirement on top of that. And so FHA has a 3.5% down. Most conventional have 5% down requirement. There are some conventional programs that require 3%. But that's why we want to talk to your loan officer. We'll go through all your options. But if you can go VA, it's definitely a good way to go, and especially if you don't have that VA funding fee. So if you're exempt from it, all the better. So I hope, do we have any questions? No? Well, if you have any questions after this, be sure to post them. We have a great team here who can respond pretty quickly. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. I hope this made sense. Till next time.